All right, for problem number 4, more of the same. We're rotating in the positive direction. So this is 360 degrees for the first rotation. Or, remember that 360 degrees in radians is equal to 2 pi. So then I go around another half a circle, right? So that's 2 pi. What's half of a circle or a straight line? Just pi, right? Then I come down another quarter. What is that? That's half a pi plus pi over 2. And then from here to here, I got to figure out what that is. So we need the reference angle to figure out how far I go. Well, if this is 2/3 pi, right, and so a straight angle in radians equals pi. That's my pi. So if this is 2/3, then that means my reference angle from here to here is pi over 3. Does that make sense? So what's this over here? That's a tough one. What do you think this little measurement here is, if you were to guess? So remember that 90 degrees is pi over 2. So in your mind, think, well, that's a 90-degree angle, right? So really what I need to do is find this little bit right here. Well, that's 90 degrees minus pi over 3. Right? That's what that little bit is. But 90 degrees is pi over 2, so I've got pi over 2 minus pi over 3. Well, I just need a common denominator, which is 6. So I'm going to multiply this one by 3 over 3, and I'm going to multiply this one by 2 over 2. And so I get 3 pi over 6 minus 2 pi over 6. So that gives me pi over 6. And that looks about right, right? If this is pi over 3, 1/2 of pi over 3 is pi over 6, and that angle here from here to here looks like 1/2 of this big angle here. So I got to tack that on. Now this is the interesting part. We'll probably need like some sort of common denominator to add all this stuff up. So I know that 2 pi plus pi is 3 pi. Can we close that?
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought someone was about to.
So this is 3 pi plus pi over 2 plus pi over 6. But I'm going to write this as something over 6. So I'm just going to take just this one and multiply this by 3 over 3. So I get 3 pi over 6. Does that make sense? I need a common denominator to add them up. So do you guys see how 3 pi over 6 is the same as pi over 2? So then I get 3 pi plus, this is 1 pi, so it'd be 4 pi over 6. So I want you to think in terms like this. This is the same as 3 and 4 over 6 times pi. If I factor out the pi. So I'm going to make this an improper fraction by multiplying 6 times 3, which is 18, plus 4 is 22 over 6 times pi. But that can be reduced if I divide the top and bottom by 2. I get 11 over 3 pi. That one's a little trickier. Yes?
I can put the vanilla into degrees. Is that okay?
Well, the answer was supposed to be written in radians. So, yeah, you could do it that way. Like, let's say you just transferred everything over to degrees and then converted it to radians. That's fine, too. But the final answer has to be 11 pi over 3. Okay? So, yeah, if you were like, if you wanted to switch, you know, like you would do it, you would say like, you would be like 360 plus 180 plus 90 plus 30. And I don't know, you'd have to add all that up. What is that? That'd be 360 plus 180 plus 90 plus 30. That gives you 660 degrees, right? So that's 660 degrees. Remember that the conversion 660 degrees is equal to pi over 180 degrees. And so then you would say 660 over 180 times pi. That reduces down to 66 over 18 over pi. Divide the top and bottom by 6, you get 11 over 3 pi. You could do it that way too. Now the clue is, if they give you a measurement in radians, then it wants the answer to be in radians as well. You guys see that? Notice on example 1, they gave us a reference angle in, I don't know if reference angle is the right word. It kind of is, but they gave us an angle that was measured in degrees. So because they gave you one measured in radians, you need the answer to be in radians. Yes? How did I get pi over 3 to start here? You mean this?
Yeah.
Oh, because I knew that they're saying from here to here, that little green line is 2 pi over 3. But I know in order for there to be a straight line, it has to be pi. So pi over 3 plus 2/3 pi, right, would be 1 full pi. Okay, good question. Any other questions? Do you have a question? Yes.